welcome. This is the 2024 edition of the WinCAM Annual Awards. We do this every year. For those of you who I have not met, my name is David Gauthier. I'm the executive director here at WinCAM. And this event is really sort of a source of pride for the staff because we get to honor the people who really do a great job in helping us to fulfill our mission. Most people in Winchester, they look at WinCAM and they say, those are the folks who do all those meetings and those sports games and all of that stuff. Well, that's part of it, but a big part of our mission is having access to the technology that we have, and we are able to share that with residents so they're able to come in, learn how to utilize the technology and create their own content that they can share. And I think once you hear from the folks that we're honoring tonight and see some of their work, you're probably going to agree with us that they absolutely positively deserve our recognition. So we'll keep things brief. As a matter of housekeeping, you are more than welcome to hang out afterward, and please eat all those cookies, right? Or Maeve is going to take them home, as she has already promised. So we have 4 awards that we will typically give out year to year. One is the Producer of the Year, which we give every year. And WinCAM has given, I believe, since just about when it was incorporated in 2000. The other awards, we tend to vary, right? So we have 3 other awards, and sometimes we give out 3 different ones, and we may retire one for a year or 2. It really depends upon who we're looking to recognize year after year. So we're going to go through all of these. I'm going to show you a little video. I'm going to say a couple of words and invite the award winners to come up and say a few words too. And if you don't want to do that, that's okay too. But this is the first award. It is for the On-Air Talent Award. I didn't have to press the end button. I'm good. You're good. All right. So the Winchester High School Chorus Cabaret, which I think is the official title for it, has its roots back in the COVID-19 pandemic, to be honest with you. And Priscilla, that's probably long before you got into high school. But Mr. Joel Buford up at the high school, he wanted to partner with WinCAM to give young performers a place to perform because they couldn't do so in public during that time. So what we would do is we would have the young people come in one at a time, and we were recording it in the studio. Dane Selledge has been really instrumental in producing this for several years now. And we have had probably 2 or 3 pairs of rotating hosts. And none have been, I think, quite as bubbly and quite as natural a partner as our award winners for the On-Air Talent Award. One is here tonight. One could not make it, but we want to say thanks and congratulations to Lily Marino and Priscilla Meyer. So Priscilla, if you'd like to come up, I have a little token of appreciation for you. Do you have a couple of words you'd like to share with us?
Sure.
All right. Well, there you go.
Thank you. All right. Hi, everyone. Me and Lily run the cabaret here for the high school. It's always super fun. Thank you to Dane, most of all, for putting up with our scheduling and helping us get everyone in here and being a big part in producing it. And thanks to Maeve for being always like kind and supportive, and helping everyone too, and helping with the editing for it. It's really just fun. Me and Lily love to perform, and it's a great way to get kids involved in the high school and the community. And I just always have a super great time. And I'm really grateful for Will and Katie passing it down to us, because I would have never had this experience were it not for, becoming friends with them and them passing it on. So yeah, and thanks to everyone who watches it, of course, because, we wouldn't be here without you guys. So yeah, I guess thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Priscilla. Really appreciate that. And I think one of the best things that you and Lily are able to do is you brought so many new performers in the last couple of years, folks that we haven't seen before. And that's really important to us. The more people we can get in the door and experience what happens here at WinCAM is better for us, because that whole thing gets spread, and more people that have good experiences at WinCAM, the better off we are. So we appreciate everything you're doing. The next award is going to be for our best new show. And I'm going to show you a little bit of it right here.
Welcome to Winchester Insider.
All right. So Lauren Herman came to us probably, a year and a half ago, and really picked up the production end of things quickly. When you watch her videos, the Winchester Insider videos, they're quick, right? But there is a ton of work that goes into something like that. Going out and gathering all that content, making sure that you've got all of the audio and the video, everything that's supposed to be there is there. And then the post-production, which can take days, weeks, So it really is something that is a large undertaking. It's an impressive undertaking, and I'm proud to give an award to our best new show, Winchester Insider. Lauren Herman is the producer. So Lauren, please. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
If you'd like to say a few words, please.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. This is a really kind treat, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you to Dane, Maeve, Kayla, Dave, everyone for helping me out. As Dave mentioned, a little over a year ago, I came to them when I saw an ad on Instagram for an Adobe Premiere editing course for a few $100s. And I thought to myself, as a person who comes from a corporate learning and development background, what a great opportunity for me to learn a new medium that might be fun, but it ended up turning into something more than that, as I realized that I might be able to contribute to the community while also providing interstitial programming for WinCAM. And it's been a great treat for me as well. It's been a growth opportunity. I'm just so appreciative for that. Thank you.
Great job, Lauren. This next award is one I mentioned before, how we sort of rotate the awards year after year. This is the first time we have ever given this particular award. So it's an historic night here at WinCAM. You should be very pleased that you're here. we are giving out a Lifetime Achievement Award. And I just have a very quick little video to show you. So, Melody Wing has been with WinCAM for well over a decade, 2 decades, right? Well, she predates me, and I've been here nearly 14 years, right? So, Melody was the president for over a decade, right? And she was not only a board member, she was also a member and a producer, a tireless one at that. Melody has probably logged more programming hours than any other individual in the history of WinCAM. And I can say that with veritable certainty, just for the events that she had covered through the Jenks Center and at Right Log Farm and all the different outlets that she's done. She's been a tireless advocate for this organization. And from a personal standpoint, I would not be standing here if it weren't for your support and just everything that you've done for the organization, and the leadership that you've provided over the years has just been incredible. And I want to say that the board unanimously approved to put aside their policies specifically for you. You will have a lifetime membership. So as long, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you will always be a WinCAM member, always and forever. Our Lifetime Achievement Award is going to Melody Wing.
So it really has been over 20 years. I first joined as a board member. I know a lot of people join first as members who are interested in producing, and then they're invited onto the board. But I was actually approached by the former principal of the middle school, Vandy French, about applying for an opening on the board when one opened up years ago. And so for the first several years I was on the board, I was just doing board stuff. But eventually I realized, I'm kind of interested in being able to produce as well. And I was already familiar with recording, and I was very familiar with linear editing. So all of you who are here as part of the digital age, we used to use tape. And literally you took the tape and you cut it, and then you put it back together. And that was how you did your editing way back when. And eventually we got rid of tape, and so now we have what we call nonlinear editing. And after a while, in addition to being on the board and doing board things, I started, as Dave mentioned, going out into the field and recording programs for the Jenks and Right Log Farm, for the town. Can't say I did very much that was my own creative work, a couple of things, but mainly was recording what other people were providing for content. And most of my work was then done in post-production, because then you do get to have fun in deciding the music and the, credits and all that kind of stuff. And I will say, having been on the board as long as I have been, there were years when I would say, well, maybe, this is my last term. My term is almost over. Maybe this is time to step down. But we'd be in the middle of something. We'd be either working through the negotiations for a new license with the cable companies, or we were getting ready to find a new home when we had to move out of the high school. So every year there was a reason to stay on for another 3-year term. But this past year, it became clear that it was time to step away from the board, and made clear when my husband and I decided to move to Stoneham. We're still in Winchester today, but we're moving in a month or so. So it's been a wonderful time. I've learned an awful lot being on this board and being a member and filming and the rest. I've made some great friends, both on the board, other members who have not served on the board, David and the rest of the staff that I've known over the years. And I want to thank all of you. And I want to thank my husband who is here tonight, who has put up with me in all the meetings and all the times out recording or editing or the rest. So again, thank you.
All right. And that's it. Oh, kidding. There's one more left. And every year we give out the Producer of the Year award. Anyone who was here last year for the awards might recognize this gentleman who edited his own video for the award.
Welcome to A Little Sketchy. I brought together a team of 6 sketchers here to make hilarious comic sketches just for you viewers at home.
Everything used to be fine. Everything used to be normal. Until he came. Who is it?
Your worst nightmare.
This Halloween comes a chilling new horror film
No! Stay away!
where the greatest terror of all
I don't think so.
is in your kitchen cabinet.
Introducing the Toothbrush Philosopher.
You seem like your chakras are misaligned. It appears to me you are stressed. You know, you should be careful about your stress levels. Stress can kill.
So can zombies!
You know what? I am fed up with you, Dick. In fact, Spencer, turn off his mic.
Wait, you can't do...
Finally, peace and quiet. Now let's see, where was I? Oh right, first up, we have Fatolman and Moneybags Jim, the third party candidate.
He's got the groove, he's got the moves.
Next question.
Is that a giant cabbage?
How long is this gonna be for? Because I have to break some kneecaps for a work thing.
Breaking news, Moneybags Jim will break your kneecaps if you don't vote for him.
Newsy, you think I would resort to threats of violence to get people to vote for me?
Yes.
I'm above that. I care about democracy. You have twisted my words around. Hey, Moneybags Joe, call off the kneecapping thing. They're onto us.
Newsy, I have a gripe against you. See these podiums? They used to be trees.
That must be tough for you, Atticus, but...
Those trees had families. What about them? There are millions of trees that are in grief.
You've lost me.
Looks to me like we're on.
You messed up! Yay!
And who do you think you are?
Big Steel.
Not you.
The stove!
Big Steel!
The stove!
Big Steel!
The stove!
Big Steel!
A Little Sketchy!
All right. I know I'm not going to get all these credits, but Jackson writes all these skits. He acts in, how many characters do you have? Recurring characters.
Recurring characters. I'd say, like, probably 10. He's probably right.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
He brings in all of his classmates and has to direct them through all of these. He has to put up with them as they're not wanting to do it or just have another snack before, WinCAM's going to throw us out of here because it's 10 after 5 on a Friday. Jackson really does it all. Producing means a lot of things in the television world. It could be a lot of different things. You ever hear of executive producers? You know what they do? They open their checkbook and they write a check and then they get an executive producer credit. You should get one of those too, right? Might as well be the executive producer. But the producer, Jackson really produces every phase of A Little Sketchy. There have been 3 live episodes, 4 live episodes. Forgot about that. Live episodes on the air. So prepackaged material as well as live sketch comedy. It's really, really impressive what Jackson is able to do. And I'm going to let him talk to you, our producer of the year, Jackson Slabowski. There you are, sir.
All right. I feel like the video said a lot. I mean, it was kind of long, but a producer is defined as someone who produces. A year is defined as a span of 365 days and 366 on leap years. A producer of the year is so much more than that. See, you know, it's everything that David said, and it also takes a lot of like, you know, heart and soul, I guess. Yes, because you know, I really put like my all into this. I love this. This show's great, and WinCAM's great for letting me do it. I mean, I have to thank everyone. David, Maeve, Dane, you know, Kayla, Jack. I mean, he's not here. He gave me a suggestion. You know, hasn't been here for a while, but yeah. And you know, all my friends. I mean, they can be kind of annoying, but like, Mr. writes like a third of the sketches. Yeah, you know, and like Danny, Lex, Maya, Maisie, Anders, Alex, Bodie. They're all like incorporating their own like ideas and characters, and you know, they're all acting in it. And it's great. I love having this collaborative thing, and I'm glad WinCAM's given me that. And yeah, I pumped up to like produce more of these fun episodes for at least the next 2 years, you know. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks.
So one more quick story. I remember when Jackson sort of pitched this idea to me. And I remember looking at him and saying, do you realize what you're actually trying to take on here? Why don't you try one and see how you feel? And how many is it now? 29 episodes of a sketch comedy show that is done probably twice a month, right? I mean, that's an incredible frequency of content, original content. I mean, that's just, it's an amazing pace and just an amazing project. You really do deserve it, Jackson. Great job. So one more round of applause for Jackson.